All right, so I'm gonna present you with a bit of a project. We're gonna try for 3000 iRating in sports cars in iRacing. Might seem like a modest goal, but I don't think it is for me because, you know, I haven't done sim racing for many, many years, and last time I did was basically to practice a bit between IRL races. So I never really pursued iRating. But that's what we're doing now. And you shall be my witness and my judge. And there are some rules. We're going to do it by clean races, good races, and personal improvement. No special tricks, no exploits, and I'm going to only race my own setups. Okay, so that's that. Let's jump straight into week one. I'll be driving the Ferrari 499P in the Hypercar class of IMSA Sports Car Challenge. The first track will be Long Beach. Long Beach is a tight street track where overtaking is really tough, so the main goal will be to stay out of trouble. My I rating going into this is 1538 and my safety rating is 2.33. So if you don't know what safety rating is, it's basically how safe you are on track. And that determines your license progression. So if you're below 2, you risk losing your license. And if you are above 3, you become eligible for a higher license. Fortunately, I already have the A-class license, which we need for driving in this series. Okay, let's go to the race. Oh my gosh. This is also the last corner here. The start is very tricky for the last corner because it's really single line, this corner. It's not like, as you see. Well, that worked out well. Oh, we're going already. Here we go. See the race time there in the top left corner? I will be hesitant in the beginning because cold tires, cold brakes, and very easy to make mistakes. These cars. So you see there, someone made a mistake. Cost us 2 positions, maybe. Okay. Oh my god, that was not good. We need to try to clear some of these cars, because oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So we're back to 5th. Don't know what we did there really. I guess someone else crashed out of view. Got a 4x from touching the car, standing sideways. That's okay. Problem is that you have to push a little to like get heat into the tires, and this pace is it's not good enough, man. There's cars everywhere, feels like, but of course there's not. Oh, easy, man. Very easy. Yeah, so that's fourth. That's where we started, right? So like I told you, quite obvious here that trying to have a clean race is absolutely key, because it's so easy to have a small mistake. There are walls everywhere, and there are many mistakes to be had in overtaking scenarios, especially when we catch up to the GT3s. To get... Oh my god, he just nudged the wall. Okay, so this is not really good race pace, but I will sit here for the time being, because try something here is not good. Oh. Oh, and he's not gonna let me by, right? Oh my god. So annoying. Yeah. Car is clean. That's the most important thing. But this guy might have damage now. So we need to try to be very careful. He brakes very early now. And if we're not careful, he will back us into the other guys that's behind. Is fast on the straights. Oh, what the fuck happened there? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we're still alive, I suppose. What happened there? He just took off to the right. And I don't know. Did I get a net code from him? I really have no idea what happened there. I didn't push it hard at all, actually. Okay. So now it's just survive. Make this a clean race now, because we haven't actually sustained any damage. Now I'm hesitant to move around the controls in the car, because I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I lost the rear. I shouldn't have, I don't think. It was... And now I'm very hesitant. But hopefully I can get get my confidence back, and we can start producing some lap times, because we should be a lot faster than this actually. So let's just try keep it very clean. Yeah, those things will happen, so got a freebie there. And there probably will be more of those, so just pick them up when they come. Try to be nice and consistent. I have a little bit more pace than this, but I'm not gonna use it, because there'll be so much going on in this race. Now we're coming up to the GTs, so that's a whole new level of things that can happen. There is someone standing in the barriers. Easy. Yeah, so I'm basically bleeding time almost everywhere now, but I think that is okay, because we have had some luck. We were close to running into people and we didn't get any damage, so I want to keep this going. Maybe we can squeeze a nice result out of it. Not impossible. I mean, like, it's not like it's the perfect stint or anything, but I don't care so much, to be honest. I think we can have a good race with a little luck and a little bit of pace in the right places. If you can put in some fast laps around pit stop time, you could really make a difference actually. If the field is close. And I think that the field is quite close, pace-wise. And I have a strong feeling that we are a little bit faster than our position at the moment. So, there are opportunities there. Oh, did he pit? Yeah, he did. He must have had a seriously light fuel load. That can be tricky, because what you do is when you do that to get the car lower, because there's a minimum there's a minimum height you can have the car. And if you run it, and that is measured at the start, so if you run the car lighter, you can run it lower. But then when you fill it up, it becomes very low, and if you start riding on the floor, you can get into some tricky situations. Okay, I will not try to overtake this guy here. Oh my gosh. Please just... Yeah, another close call. Don't squeeze me, come on, man. For fuck's sake. Okay. There's a reason that even race cars have wing mirrors. Not because of aerodynamics, it's because they have to have them. Yeah, that was a bit annoying actually. That was... Okay, that... When he squeezed me there on the straight, it wasn't smart. I wasn't smart to try to do it on the right side because it's his natural line. But I really thought that he saw me because he left a lot of room there. Yeah. Sometimes it just don't work out. Diving in here. You could dive into that corner, but it seems like not a good idea. Okay, so we're still... Oh my god! What did you do, man? That was very close. Yeah, where were I? We're still... Where was I? I guess it's called. We're still mired in the kind of back part of the GT3 field. And this is a situation where you might want to consider a pit stop if you can get away with it. That is to say, you can get to the end, and we can actually do that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because traffic isn't actually that heavy. And these guys will be spread all over the track, because this is, in the hypercar, this is a 75-second lap, so it's not a long lap. No matter what you do, you will have cars everywhere. Except for the class you're fighting in, of course, yourself, because they are the same speed approximately as you. And it's the same, of course, for the GTs. I mean, it's really hard for them. Maybe harder for them actually than to drive the hypercar, because I mean, There will be a hypercar coming up in the mirrors all the time for them. And not all hypercar drivers are of the same temperament, so you might get... It can be hard to know what you can do, how you can place the car without colliding. I think endurance racing is a lot about this. It's about cooperation between the classes. You need to understand those dynamics to be a reasonable endurance driver. Let him go. We lose a bit of time, but we're alive. It's good to be alive. I want to take him here though. Please, have you seen me? I hope so. Let it go, man. That is one thing. When you fight another car in the same class, you will be very hesitant to give up the corner, of course, because it's a battle. But when you're racing against a car of another class, you should really give up the corner. You can't keep loitering on the racing line, or actually you should be on the racing line, but if you are in that situation where you're side by side and both cars make it out worse because of it, that's not smart. I mean, you shouldn't race the other classes. Even though you shouldn't just jump out of the way if you're in a GT car and hypercar comes up, because no, that's not right either, but you shouldn't contest the corners. That is not smart. And it's not smart almost by definition, because everyone loses. Oh, what did we do? This is one way to lose a race. I forgot to refuel, man. This is very annoying. That is so bad. Oh my god, that is bad. That is so bad. Okay, I have to interject here. I'm not going to cut the sequence where the car is just sitting in the pits waiting to be towed. I think there's too much of cutting out the boring part. You know, the attention economy and all that. I'm going to try to make you watch the most boring part of this video. We are constantly encouraged to cut the boring part as creators, and we are encouraged to skip the boring part as viewers. And when we do that, it loses something. Because the boring part is still part of the whole. So when you remove it, the integrity kind of gets lost. Turns kind of meaningless. Lifeless, maybe. I've done a lot of music in my life, and I have noticed that if you condense music too much, the magic disappears. It becomes repetitive, lacking somehow. Don't you agree? You need the less palatable parts to make the palatable ones taste so much better. And I think this is one of the lessons you could draw from the myth of Sisyphus, actually. So, let's do it. We'll struggle together. I'll sit here too, waiting. But we even have a stopwatch somewhere there up in the top of the screen, don't we? So we know when the suffering ends. And that is not always the case in real life, is it? Good luck. Let's watch the rest of the race. That's just horrible. But you know what? We shall finish this race. That was really bad from my part. Oh my God. Okay. Now we're behind a couple of GT3 cars here, so... It's not good now. That was so bad. But we will go on. We will try to finish the race. Oh, you can't see... That's where we're at. We're going back. Hope we have some fuel. We have some fuel. Okay. And we'll rescue something. I certainly will try. Because we have the pace, but I mean, like, you can't make mistakes like that. That was... I feel so stupid, man. That's because I am. Okay. Oh, thank you, or something. No. We're still, if we finish in this position, we're still moving up in iRating, so yeah. Since the goal of this project is to have some nice racing and climb in iRacing, I guess. All good. I mean, thus far it's been an interesting race, I think. I really hope we have fuel to the finish, because I didn't. Oh my god, we don't. Why? Why didn't it auto fuel correctly? So we will need another pit stop at some point. I mean, what a mess. Yeah. You live and learn, I suppose. I think that's the thing, you know. I've been endurance racing IRL for basically my whole adult life, and never have to think about when to come in for fuel, because someone else calculates that for you. So yeah, I just didn't think about it. No, we won't. Oh my god. We need to pit again. This is not a fast pit lane either. This is Can we get you here? No, we cannot. Oh. That was very close. That was very close to a crash, actually. I think we need to soften up this car a bit. The roll bars. It's getting awful twitchy. On a track like this, you will use more rear tires than front tires. We need to compensate for a quite significantly higher wear on the rear tires. Oh my god, what are we doing here? guys. Decent run there. Yeah. Should I do this? Yeah, I'm sure. Take that. Stream inside. Not good. Car doesn't feel great now, I must say. I don't know why really. Oh my god. Oh my god. Quite close to being lapped by the leader. But that's okay. That's not our fight anymore. I think we'll probably struggle to finish where we are, maybe. Or maybe. No, actually. Like he said that, not our fight, we'll try to let him through. So the windshield wiper actually removes rubber on the windscreen. Doesn't do that so well in real life, I can tell you. I'm thinking maybe we just take our final pit stop. Because we have one extra. Can we survive 10 minutes? Highly unlikely. Laps. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's... Yeah, so I will dive into the pits instead of fighting these GTs and get the last bit of fuel that we need. Try not to crash into anyone. Yes, so this is going not so well, but we can still squeeze a 5th position out of this. And I... Why? What? What? We have the fuel. Why? Why can't we go? Why can't we go? What was that about? Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we chalk this down to my understanding of iRacing not being that good, and like not having the right instruments to be able to see when oh my god, I did tires. Yes, it's death. Now oh my god, now we have no grip because we wasted a lot of time changing tires. But I see it like this. Let's take all these mistakes now in the beginning. I'm learning. Pace-wise, we should have been up there this race. We are not. Because I haven't been able to manage the things that you need to manage. Because I was focused on driving, missed a lot of things. Yeah, we're learning. And hopefully we can get at least somewhat decent result. I guess 5th is nothing to write home about, but yeah, it's okay. We're gaining experience. How to run these cars. How to run these races. So the car is not good now because we still have like old tires. I need to be careful now. Probably should take... Yeah. Take some brake bias out of it. Okay, here's the situation. Yeah! Squeeze through, man. Why? Why? Oh, why? Are you trying to squeeze by? Okay, so we're in the middle of a GT3 fight now. Or I guess... Try to take him on the straights. Or GTD, I suppose it's called in the United States of Freedom. Yeah, GT Daytona they call them. Why are you running that line? Okay. Oh, that's the situation. We don't have any rush now because the guy behind is 4 laps behind, so if I read that correctly. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so now it's survival mode. This, I suppose, will be the last lap. Oof. What happens there? Oh, he got away from me. Thank you, I suppose. That's... I guess he was afraid that I would do something stupid. Well, I'm not. We're not looking for a lap time or anything right now. We're just looking to survive to the end of the race, which is very shortly. Yeah, white flag. But this is the last lap of the race. And we would not have made it on one pit stop, so it was the right call to pit again. Not even with massive amounts of fuel saving. It's not easy on this type of track either to save fuel without losing a hell of a lot of lap time, so it was unfortunately the only decision to do that extra pit stop. Now we hide back here. We can take them on the straight. Maybe we won't even try it. I don't think so. We'll let him go. Now we're on the final stretch very soon. So we'll... Oh my god. Do we get through here? I didn't know where they were even. Okay. Yeah, so that's race finished. A 5th place. Despite having quite good pace actually for a lot of the race, but yeah, I messed up the pit stops, ran out of fuel. You can't do that if you want to fight for the podium. Okay, so I managed to stay out of trouble for the most part, which is good. And it's not that easy to do on a track like that. But unfortunately, I did forget to refuel, which is a bit important. And when I got towed back to pits to refuel the car, I didn't put enough fuel in it the second time. So we needed to stop again. And yeah, I got a lot of things to learn, basically. After this race, I did a few more, and I had severe computer issues, so that dropped me a lot of iRating and safety rating. So my safety rating now is actually so low that I risk losing my license if I don't improve. So yeah, a lot to learn. But there are some positives. I mean, like I wasn't that slow. Pace was decent. And I'm starting to get a feel for how to set up this car, which is important. Yeah, so that's that. That's Long Beach. Week 1 is in the books. Stick around for the next one, which is Imola. Beautiful track. I think it will be a nice race as we push on. Thank you.